guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Amanda and let's do life together. There's lots of things I don't know how to do. YouTube, editing, taxes, math, just to name a few things. There's two things I do know how to do kind of well. Makeup and reading. And today I thought it would be a fun idea to do my backup because like I said, I'm stupid and I don't know how to do YouTube. And I had this whole video idea that I thought was good, and then it didn't work. And I'm like, well, time to go with plan B. So we're going to read Reddit stories while doing my makeup. I found, usually I pick like 3 of them, but I found at least 4 because one of them is like really short, like super short. So I thought 4 of them would be good. So let's get into it. I probably look crazy. I just got out of the shower, so my hair is a little bit wet. But let's get ready for girls' night while reading Reddit stories. Alright, I forgot to unpack my stuff here because I was over at the same friend's house the other day. And I didn't know. I forgot to unpack it. Alright, so this first one has to do with Costco. We're going for the subreddit today. I effed up. And I know that I'm very good at doing it. I did it with my YouTube video earlier and I'm really upset. So the story is, today I effed up by going to Costco tired and hungry. Dude, that sounds like me every day after I get off work. I'm always so tired and hungry. It's like I buy out the whole store after I finish my work day. So things to note before I start. 1, I hiked about 7 miles on 1 protein shake. Dang, that's pretty impressive. Good for you. 2, my aunt is elderly, physically disabled, and nearly deaf. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. And 3, I'm not fat by any means. A little chubby, yes. I have an hourglass figure, and I've put on some weight from hormone imbalance, stress, depression. I do work out 6 days a week and eat in a restrictive diet. Okay, well, that's good. I mean, I honestly didn't care what your body type was, but, you know, all bodies are beautiful, so express that confidence, girl. My aunt asked me to take her to Costco. It was early afternoon and I was a bit tired, but decided to push through since I wanted to get food for Christmas dinner. Typically, when I take her shopping, she uses the electric carts. Okay. Those are pretty handy, the electric carts here. I'll grab the time she wants, show it to her. Wait. Oh, typically, yeah. What? I'll grab the kind she wants and show it to her. If she approves, it goes in the basket. If not, I try again. I'm confused, but okay. Let's keep reading, I guess. We're looking at the crab legs. I had shown her 2 different packages at this point, and we were starting to narrow it down by exactly what she wanted. Quantity of legs. Enter thing 1 and thing 2. Oh, cute. Little Dr. Seuss references here. These 2 women were at least middle-aged and both peaked in high school. Dang, girl. Why you gotta be so rude like that? Like, I get it. People are awful sometimes, but holy crap. That's a little much. Okay. My aunt is parallel to the fridge with the crab legs, and I'm between the cart and the fridge. These 2 women are making comments about my weight and being in their way. I ignore them because surely they'll wait their turn. Like any good person would, really. They wait their turn. Right? Nope. They kept creeping closer and closer. At this point, they're between my aunt's basket and the fridge. I finally found the pack of crab legs my aunt wanted. I turned around to put it in the basket, only to see that the basket is basically blocked by these 2 women. Okay. By these 2 women. I figured there was just enough for me to maneuver around them to put the crab legs in the basket. I accidentally bumped thing 1 oversized purse And before I could apologize, she immediately starts fat shaming and telling me I'm ugly. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Now I see why you said peaked in high school. That's pretty warranted. I quickly pointed out that they were invading my space and shaming and preventing me from reaching my car. Thing 2 claimed she called to Thing 2 chimed in to call me a Karen and tell me to go to the gym to get a bikini body and learn how to eat properly. I responded by telling her she was funny and moving the cart from the middle of the aisle so my aunt and the others could pass. They said mean, awful things that I prefer not to repeat. Guys, so many people were staring. I could hear them continue to fat shame me and as we walked several aisles away. I'm disappointed with my reaction. I wish I just ignored these 2 B words and that their comments didn't bother me. While the only mean thing I said was when I'm pointing out their old ladies arguing with a young lady, I know I shouldn't have said anything. I have social anxiety and fear of public speaking, and due to this awful experience, I will never go to Costco hungry and tired, and probably not for a few months. Well, I'll say this. Yes, people can be awful. Like, I've experienced people being mean firsthand, but don't let that ruin your ability to go to a grocery store, you know. People they say things to look for a reaction. And in my years of learning how to cope in this world, you just kind of have to learn to not let it bother you so much. I'm not saying that your feelings aren't valid. They are, and I'm very sorry about what they did and what they said, because that's unacceptable what they did and what they said. There was no reason for them to point out your weight in any way, shape, or form. But, you know, people say things just to look for a reaction. And the best thing you can do is not give them a reaction. Just, yeah, words hurt, but how you react to them says a lot. And I know that you were that you were tired and hungry and just kind of over it. I understand your feelings. Don't let 2 people who were mean to you ruin your Costco experience, because that just shows them that they won and that they have the power to take over your shopping experience, when clearly that's not the case. You have the power to do it. So I'm very sorry that happened. That was awful. I sympathize with you. I know firsthand what it's like to be bullied, but you'll get through this. And by the way, fat shaming is not okay. Body shaming of any shape in any way, not okay. So that's right. All right. The next the next one is the really short one. Today I effed up by failing my driver's test, and now my girlfriend is upset with me. Okay, I have something to say. When I was 18, I went to go get my driver's test, and I failed it like 3 times before getting my driver's license. So, you know, don't feel bad failing your driver's test. You can always retake it. You can always, you know, learn from what you missed the first time. But let's read this story, because this sounds crazy. So I, male, 24, am dating a girl, 31, that's in Japan, and I'm in America. Oh, jeez. That's a big age gap. Wow. Okay. I met her while I was stationed in Japan. Rock on. So I failed my driver's test the other day, and she's been upset with me for a couple days. Then she started doing the normal stuff like talking and saying she loves me. But today, when I try to message her, she's been ignoring me, and I get anxious, so I text more and more. But when she does text back, she tells me to stop being clingy and not be too sweet. I love being flirty with her, so I like to tell her she's beautiful and stuff like that. TLDR, I failed my driver's test now. My girlfriend doesn't want to talk to me. I'm less clingy and sweet. It's not... Okay. This isn't about you failing your driver's test. That has nothing to do with it. She has a point. Women, we do love compliments, you know. Compliment it up. Do whatever you have to do. There is such a thing, though, as being complimenting too much. It's okay to flirt. It's okay to, you know, like, have that time with your significant other, but if it's excessive and you're doing it often, then yes, that's being clingy, and that's not ideal. You know, this shouldn't be titled, she's mad at me for failing my driver's test. No, this should be, she's mad at me because I'm overbearing and I'm too much. Like, you need to calm down, okay? Just take a deep breath, quit texting her so much. You know, I'm learning this too. I've had trauma in relationships. I've dealt with that stuff, and I'm learning through my relationship that, you know, if they don't message you right away, it's fine. That doesn't mean anything. It means that they're busy, and when they have time, they'll message you back. So, this sounds like, you need, in the words of Taylor Swift, you need to calm down. You're being too loud. Quit suffocating this lady, because good Lord. That's the wrong title for your thing, man. She ain't mad for your driver's test. She's mad about that. Okay. The next one is, today I effed up by not wearing shoes in the theater. Okay, let's see what this one's about. Trigger warning for slightly gory details. Okay, so if you don't want to hear that, skip to the last part of the video. I don't know, you can stop watching here, or you can skip to it, or you can just don't watch this video. Or if I can figure out how to do a timestamp thing, you can do a time jump. But if gore is something that's too much, please don't listen, because I don't want you to feel uncomfortable in any way. Okay. Not today, but a couple months ago, I'm in a theater program at school, and it's taken seriously. And the days can get really long and tiring. 15 consecutive hours of school happened. Okay. Anyway, we did Matilda, and I was really just out of it. It was nearing show day, and everyone was really tired. And there were multiple times I just laid down on the cold concrete floor of the wings and just didn't get up for 10 minutes. Girl, that sounds like me. We were doing Bruce, and for the dance, we were circling around Bruce in a sideways sway kind of thing. Anyways, musicals in my school are really physically demanding, and we were expecting to put them in full effort, and my shoes were kind of tight. So I decided to say F it and take them off to make the dance slightly easier for me. Everything was fine. Until like the end, when someone stepped on my foot twice in the same spot. They were obviously wearing shoes, so it really hurt, and I had to go back through the dance a couple more times before I was fully able to step to the side and check if I was okay. I felt a weird itching sensation, like I was being scratched or something. And when I felt my sock, it felt like I had a slightly broken nail that caught on the sock fibers. Oh, ouch. Wow. Ouch, that sounds awful. Okay, I'm sorry. It caught on the sock fibers. And this happened before, so I thought it was nothing. Then I went home and took my socks off and checked myself. There was a weird line of blood next to my little toenail. Probably time to mention that I'm one of those people with weird toes. my little toe is all curved, and my toenail is like a fleck. I don't pick at the nail, and only clip it when it gets long due to legit concern. Anyway, it came off. The scratchy feeling, yeah, that was my toenail practically unattached, scratching me. I thought the blood was from a hangnail or something, but no, it was the nail being pulled by the sock fibers and oozing blood. Further investigation showed a small chunk of flesh was attached to it, and it was still half attached to the toe. It was painful AF to touch, and I just had to bandage and leave it for a while. It kept getting caught on the fibers of socks, and it was just painful to walk for a bit. Now it's fully healed somehow, and I know to always wear shoes in the theater. TLDR, I didn't wear shoes in the theater and almost lost a toenail. Holy moly. That, yeah, you need to be responsible and wear shoes, like, everywhere, because things like that can happen if you're not careful. And you don't want anything like that to happen. Like, ew. I know firsthand what it's like to lose toenails. It hurts. But thank goodness you're okay. Thank goodness everything is fine and we don't have to worry too much about you. I'm glad your foot is alright. But that was the trigger warning. If you don't want to listen to it, click off this video. Alright, so one more. Today I effed up by confessing to the guy I like. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's see what this is. I, 16 male, have grown up in a strictly homophobic country in a Christian household, but ever since I was young, I could tell I wasn't like others. The older I got, the more I could confidently say that I was gay, but chose to say I'm bi to make myself feel better. To think it wasn't weird or anything. I live my life extremely closeted and try my best to play the straight guy image. Fast forward to last year, okay? What's gonna happen here? Let's see. Fast forward to last year, I met two people, my best friends, who I could see past my act and accept me for who I was. We talked about everything, and I even confessed that I would have a crush on a guy in my class. Later in the year, I found out he'd be transferring, and as much as I was miss my friend, I was excited for this new chapter in my life to open up. After I transferred, we'd often have late night calls, and then one day the conversation of confessing to our crushes came up. We talked about this a lot, and that kind of pushed me to doing so. So one day I texted my crush and spilt my heart out to him, even though my friends advised me so much not to. It was nerve-wracking nonetheless, but he didn't give me a vibe of disgust or anything and just kindly turned me down. I was relieved that things didn't turn out horrible, but I was still worried about the day when he'd let it slip and everything would come to light about me and everyone else. Today I came home to see a message on my phone from someone from my old school asking if I had confessed to my crush. My head dropped because this wasn't one of my best friends, who were the only ones who knew as well as my crush, so I was freaking out. I hurriedly called my friends and asked them if they heard anything about me that might tell me why someone would suddenly be asking me this. I have yet to reply, and I'm scared of what is going to happen in my future. Will I be outed? Will everyone find out I'm gay? What will they say? Will they ridicule me? Will my family find out? I'm so scared and don't know what to do. So please tell me what I should do. Just breathe. It'll be alright. This world is scary. Everything is scary right now. But just know it's going to be okay. People may not accept you, but you have to accept yourself. So just take a deep breath, calm yourself, just know it's going to be okay, Everything's gonna work out all right. You're gonna be fine, I promise. All right, so this is the makeup look for today. Just something nice and simple. And that was reading Reddit stories. So I hope you guys had a good time here. I know this wasn't the video that I wanted to do, but I thought it would be fun to read Reddit stories while doing makeup. So if you want to see more things like this, just comment down below and make sure you click the subscribe button and click on the little notification bell every time to let you know when I upload a new video. And I will see you guys next Wednesday for another video. Have a great life.